Now, Behind the Law with Justin Clark and Allie Mack on ESPN 580 Orlando.
And welcome to the program. It's another edition of Behind the Law right here on ESPN 580 Orlando. My name is Justin Clark. Thank you for spending your evenings here with us on our favorite sports radio station on a Super Bowl week. To my left, my good friend wearing her Dolphin shirt as if they were ever going to play in the Super Bowl.
Hey, now. I'm not a fair weather fan.
Hi,
I'm a team.
What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. I almost called in sick again.
Why?
Because it's cold. It's
not
freezing.
I mean,
I have 3 layers on.
Yeah?
That's excessive, isn't it?
It could be a little
bit.
But I'm wearing a big jacket as well. But I'm doing it mostly because the office is so cold all the time.
Not in this room.
I know, but today it's even a little cold in here. But my office is frigid, terrible.
Well, I feel good with my 3 layers.
Pushing the buttons to my right, making sure we're on the air, is the beautiful Brianna. Hello, Brianna. How are you?
Fantastic. How are you, Justin?
I even turned your microphone on today, which is
Progress.
That's a real step in the right direction for us. You know what I mean? Today we're going to do what's going on with Allie Mack. We'll also play Stump the Clarkie in the second half hour for your chance to win my money. And we have an excellent interview lined up with our good friend, partner, attorney, Tom McFarland. We're going to talk about probate. Maybe a little criminal. We don't know exactly which way we'll go, but you're going to want to stick around. If you have any questions whatsoever, 321-282-1055. We talk all things sports, law, lifestyle. You can follow us and watch the show every single day at Behind the Law Radio. Everyone's telling me, though, they're not getting notified when this comes on. What's going on? Are we screwing something up, or is this a Facebook thing? What's up?
I know a lot of people were telling you, and also I've been getting people telling us. So I just want to make sure that our listeners and also our viewers are getting notifications when we're on, when we do different games and we post different stuff. So right now, if you're watching us or if you're going to be watching us, make sure that you set our page to notifications on. I'm not sure if it's something that Facebook did or maybe something that we might have done.
What do you think? If you had to guess, you think it's us or Facebook?
I'm going to say it's Facebook.
Okay.
Just because we're the bomb.
Right.
So just make sure that you go on our page or on our page and just make sure you hit notify. Make sure that button is set on because for some reason mine was off, and I always get notifications. So I think that Facebook's doing something funky.
So the first thing you told me when we got here today was that you're going to the gym tonight for the first time.
I am.
Brianna, do you want to take any bets on sort of like how many days she's going to do this? I mean, how long is she going to last?
Thursday.
What's the goal? Are you going to try to do twice a week, 3 times a week? What are you doing?
The minimum we want to do is twice a week. We're shooting for 3 times a week.
She told me that, and she already told her husband she wasn't cooking dinner tonight because they're going to the gym. Guess where they're going to pick up dinner from?
Taco Bell?
Yeah.
No, Wendy's.
Wendy's.
A taco
You're
salad.
Go to the gym and then go to
It's a
Wendy's.
salad. Hello, it's a salad, though.
Do you know read when you go to Wendy's?
I get the little thing of the meat.
Take a picture. They have the calorie count right there on there. Take a picture of it, love. When you're done.
Well, a little thing of meat with salad, I don't think it's going to hurt me. I'll do a little extra on the treadmill.
We'll see how it goes. Hopefully you can keep it up. I know that this was one of those New Year's resolutions for you, but it's July 30th or January 31st. I mean, it's taken the full solid month.
You need to be a supporter, please, not a naysayer.
We're not saying that. We're just saying when.
She's talking about it. It's what's going on with Allie Mack.
What's going on? What's going on?
With Allie Mack. Well, once again, we're going to speak about the Super Bowl. I almost said Stupid Bowl,
as my daughter Sophia calls it.
I've been speaking about it so much, I probably won't even watch it. Kidding. So, Super Bowl is on Sunday at 6:30 Eastern. Monday is a work day, so don't party too hard.
Yep, you got it. Go Pats.
Right? Go Pats. Well, no.
No, you both
Rams.
are going for the Rams, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So, go Pats.
Just the little things about the Super Bowl. I know that Coca-Cola and Pepsi had always been in kind of like at war, so to speak. So there's a Pepsi statue offering a truce in Coke County. So that's in Atlanta. So I guess it's based out of Atlanta. So there's a statue there kind of, saying a truce. I'm sure they want more. I'm sure they want marketing also in the Atlanta area and stuff like that. So in the news, what I noticed is Virginia governor, and thank you, Tom, Virginia governor addressing a controversial abortion. I know that NYC, New York, was also legalized abortion up to 9 months as well. So I don't know if it's something that's trending.
Yeah, well, go ahead and bring
what
in...
the heck is going on? But then at the flip side, they also passed a law that now they're going to be, when somebody abuses an animal, a pet, now they can be fined and charged. So, killing a baby is okay until the 9th month, but then harming an animal, you can get charged and fined. What's going on?
Tom McFarland's here. You're the one that was telling us a story about the governor from Virginia. What is this about?
As I understand his comments, and I read it, and I actually watched the video, he's talking about an option to terminate the life of a child after birth.
Oh my gosh.
Which
Isn't that called murder?
Marco
Yes.
Rubio, Senator Sass, a lot of other people are saying, hey, that's infanticide. That's not abortion.
Eesh.
But I think a lot of this is just, it sort of points out the polarization of our country.
Right.
Where you have some states going far left and say, hey, you can have an abortion up to the 9th month, just before birth. And you've got a lot of southern states saying, if you can detect a heartbeat, no abortion. So it's going the other way. So the last Supreme Court ruling on this left the door open for states to decide, and that's what they're doing.
Eesh. Unbelievable.
That was a shocker. I know when I heard New York had that, and then now you're telling me that. I really hope that it stops there and it doesn't go on more.
Well, it's not going to stop
states,
until it gets to the U.S. Supreme Court again. And I think with Justice Kavanaugh there, and I don't know if Judge Ginsburg is going to make it back or not. So the Supreme Court may really change Roe versus Wade. But you never know.
What else is going on, Allie?
Governor DeSantis is in the news. He's looking to end Common Core in Florida schools.
Thank the good Lord. This is the one with the math?
With the math.
The math with like the boxes and whatnot. So I just had to start learning this Common Core myself because, my daughter is in 1st grade. And I still don't understand it. I've got to watch YouTube like every other night to figure out this new math. So that's going away?
It's going away. But, it's going to take a good year.
Today's a great day.
So it's still going to go through the legislature. And
I'm going to refuse to do homework over the next few weeks.
So it's going to probably take, a year for it to come. And it has to pass through the legislation and stuff like that.
Just when I learn it, it's going to be going away.
Let's talk about the government shutdown. I know we're back. Government is back in session. Let me do this. The government is back in session.
Right.
So the deadline is February 15th. So do you guys think there's going to be a truce? There's going to be an agreement, not a truce, like it's a war or something, right?
Yeah.
So do you think they're going to come to a mutual agreement?
I don't know.
Is this wall going to be built?
Tom McFarland, what do you think? What's going to happen?
I think that polarization we talked about earlier is most exemplified in Congress. I don't think there will be an agreement. I think the president will act on his own. I think it will be in the courts, and what I really hope does not happen is that if the courts rule, one branch of government decide they don't want to follow the ruling of the courts, and we have a constitutional crisis. So hopefully it won't go that far.
I hope it doesn't go that far.
I just hate it for the workers. And it was getting really very tough to even fly or anything because the airports were essentially shutting down because of no TSA workers, air traffic controllers. I just hate it for the, 800,000, I think, Americans were just simply not getting paid. Many of them having to go to work, but not getting paid. I hope you guys can work it out. I mean,
losing
I really
their homes and all that.
Yeah.
And also it's going to affect our taxes too. So I hope that, they come to an agreement that is favorable for the U.S., not just for one individual or one specific group, but for the U.S. And, we all come together as a whole and, kumbaya it.
Historically, they meet in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
And from what I've read, the president saying, hey, I'll come down some. I'll negotiate. But the speaker and the Democrats say, no, it's nothing from us. So I don't know how you can resolve that as long as one party's not willing to negotiate.
Yeah.
It's all about drawing a line in the sand, it seems to me. And they've seem to have both drawn their lines to the sand, although it seemed like Trump was more willing to work than Schumer and Pelosi.
Yeah.
Right?
He made some counteroffers, but he was bidding against himself after a while.
Yeah. Good job, Allie Mack. Plenty more ahead. If you have any questions about probate, criminal law, and other areas of law, you're going to want to stick around. We'll be right back on the other side of this break. It is Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando.